what's going on with the US and China when it comes to AI?
What's going on? They're our biggest competitor, right?
Okay.
Number one. The government has restricted our ability to sell chips to China.
NVIDIA chips.
And pretty much NVIDIA chips and other whatnot. I was just listening to Jensen Huang about this. It's kind of, well, obviously he's motivated for selling more chips, but his perspective is kind of interesting because if you think about it, like, you don't supply them the chips, you accelerate their ability to come up with competing chips, right? It's just kind of the same thing that happened when they banned rare earth minerals for us.
Found our own.
We went crazy and found our own. So the flip side is we shouldn't, well, it's more of like a holistic view, right? If you think about it, you want to be the world standard in chips for AI because it's gonna come. It's kind of like the second. It's kind of like another revolution, like we had the internet revolution before. This is kind of the next one, I think. And why wouldn't you want the backbone of this whole new technological revolution be NVIDIA's?
Wait, so are you saying Trump wants to ban?
No, Trump wants to ban. I mean, I don't want to get into that. There were bans. There was chips bans that you can't sell, and NVIDIA can't sell anything. They're trying to restrict because they're worried that China will use NVIDIA, our technologies in their military weapons and stuff. But, there's arguments that says, why would they? They wouldn't want. We would not buy. We would only put stuff in our weapons that we have full control of making. We would never be exposed to like another country in terms of supplying something so critical as our weapons, right? So why would China do that too? No, doesn't make any sense. But the perspective or the viewpoint that we shouldn't restrict China is because look at it like, the US dollar, for example. I mean, it's kind of a stretch, but the US dollar is a world standard, right? In global trade, let's just say that. It's the US dollar, right? So why wouldn't you want the world standard in AI infrastructure and AI, technology stack to be American? Why wouldn't you? If it's going to be a revolution on everything. So that's the viewpoint of that. It's the like Jensen Huang puts it, that the views, the way I interpret what he's trying to say is kind of like, look, today if you go around the world, Microsoft, it commands business. It's like the standard for business, pretty much, right? You look at, Apple, standard, right? It's all American. You look at companies like Meta, Facebook, whatever. We have it's national pride too. Like this is us. We're at the forefront of technology. Why wouldn't we want for the tech stack and AI to also be one of ours?
Right.
That's kind of how I see it. Because, like Jensen said that, there's no one's going to win. There's no race. Who's going to win? AI is not about that. AI really isn't about who's going to win. There's no win. There's no end game. The development of artificial intelligence, there's no end game. It will continue on forever. You're actually creating a smarter person. And that thing keeps getting smarter and smarter and smarter and be able to do so many different things. It's just going to be a good thing for the world. So it doesn't matter who wins, really. But the world's going to benefit from this, I really believe. It's like the internet revolution, benefited the world, if you think about it. And why wouldn't you want us to control, to be like a Microsoft or like an Apple for smartphones? Why wouldn't you? That's kind of how I look at it. So.